The judge is denying a request for a mistrial in the E. Jean Carroll civil battery and defamation case against former President Trump. The author is accusing Trump of raping her in the 90s and then defaming her when she wrote about it, accusations Trump denies. Trump's attorney, Joe Tacopina, had asked for a mistrial, saying the judge mischaracterized elements of the case and improperly shut down certain lines of questioning during cross-examination. Senior investigative reporter Aaron Katursky is outside the courthouse in New York with more on that. Aaron, what's behind these claims from Joe Tacopina, and how did the judge react?
Joe Tacopina had been limited by the judge in how far he could go in asking E. Jean Carroll certain questions about her past and her decision-making. He wanted to explore with her why she didn't go to the police, for example, or why she didn't pursue security camera footage from Bergdorf Goodman, the department store where she says Trump attacked her in the mid-1990s in a dressing room. And Tacopina said by limiting the scope of his questions, he was showing unfair treatment to former President Trump. And the judge, without any commentary before court began today, denied the request. So, at least for the moment, there is not going to be any mistrial, and the cross-examination of E. Jean Carroll resumed.
Now, that cross-examination seems to focus on her shopping habits. What's Tacopina trying to do here?
Yeah, it was an interesting way to begin the day, because she had already testified about what had happened in her view and how she responded. Now, Tacopina is really trying to question some of her actions as he tries to sow doubt in the jury's mind. She has testified that she continued to shop at Bergdorf Goodman. "You've made many purchases there?" he asked. And she said, "Well, I wouldn't say many, but I've made several." And then he showed a list between 2001 and 2018 of some 23 purchases that E. Jean Carroll had made at Bergdorf Goodman, totaling more than $13,000. And I think the inference here is that she's returning somewhat frequently to a place where she was allegedly raped. And this has been a line of questioning that's also continued from Tacopina just now. He's confronted E. Jean Carroll with some of her advice columns from over the years, where she advises her readers who've been sexually assaulted to go and report them to the police or to the New York City Sex Crimes Unit at the Manhattan DA's office. And that is meant to contrast, I think, with Carroll's own behavior, where she said she did not call the police, did not seek medical help or psychological treatment.
Now, Aaron, what happens next with this trial?
Well, E. Jean Carroll remains on the witness stand, and she is going to be cross-examined for some additional period of time. It seems as if Tacopina may be winding down. Then her attorneys will have a chance to redirect her, maybe clean up any testimony they feel may be sticking in jurors' minds. And then a bit later on, we expect to hear from two women who Carroll says she told at the time of the alleged attack about what had happened to her. Those two women, Carol Martin, a former television anchorwoman, and Lisa Birnbach, a writer, are expected to testify, along with two other women who say Donald Trump sexually assaulted them, which he denies.